Welcome to the OncoBuddy podcast, your go-to source for cancer care. I'm your host, Ms. Gayatri from 4Base Care. 4Base Care is an Illumina accelerator company engaged in the development of cutting-edge precision oncology solutions. Using advanced genomics and next-gen digital health technology to personalize patient care in oncology, we have developed a unique set of comprehensive genomic panels which allows the oncologist to choose the optimal targeted therapy for their patients. Our purpose is to give cancer patients the best chance at fighting cancer. 4Base Care has launched its own app, OncoBuddy, which is a 360-degree digital healthcare platform that aims to build a unified and patient-centric ecosystem to provide holistic support to patients in their fight against cancer. We have various sections in the OncoBuddy for patients like OncoHub, OncoPHR, which stands for Patient Health Records, and OncoConsult, and OncoBuddy for iOS is coming soon. 4Base Care understands the importance of having a supportive community and access to reliable information. As an initiative to help the cancer patients and caregivers get the knowledge to beat cancer, 4Base Care created this podcast to be your companion, your confidant, and your source of insight and inspiration. The OncoBuddy podcast is a space where we explore the human side of cancer, the fears, the trims, the uncertainties, and the joys. Whether you're a patient, a caregiver, a healthcare professional, or simply someone curious about cancer, this podcast is for you. In each episode, we'll dive into different aspects of the cancer journey, from interviews with survivors and experts to discussions about the latest research and treatments. We'll be covering it all. So whether you're tuning in for comfort, knowledge, or simply a sense of connection, I invite you to join me on this podcast. Subscribe to the OncoBuddy podcast and let's walk this path together. And today, we have a very special first episode focusing on empowering cancer patients through diet. Joining us is Sharmila, Senior Oncodietitian at 4Base Care. She has consulted 1,000 plus different cancer patients. She is a clinical nutritionist, cum dietitian and diabetic educator, and onco diet specialist. Welcome to the podcast, Dietitian Sharmila.
Thank you so much, Ms. Gayatri. It's my pleasure to be here.
To kick things off, could you please introduce yourself and tell our listeners what OncoDiet entails and why it's so crucial for those undergoing cancer treatment?
Absolutely. To introduce myself, I am Sharmila, Senior Oncodietitian at 4Base Care. I deal with the dietary part of cancer patients, helping them manage their dietary intake after diagnosis and during treatment. As the name implies, OncoDiet means cancer diet. Diet itself is a vast area, and depending on the diet therapy for the target people, we do name the diet as diabetic diet, renal diet, weight loss diet, onco diet, and so on. Diet is something so crucial for cancer patients on treatment because it is not that easy for a cancer survivor to maintain their normal food intake. OncoDiet is a specialized branch of nutrition that focuses on providing tailored dietary guidance to cancer patients before, during, and after treatment. The primary goal here is to support the overall health and well-being of patients, bring effective treatment outcomes, and manage treatment-related side effects. I can say in OncoDiet, it's a holistic approach that considers various factors such as the type of cancer, treatment the patient undergoes, individual nutritional needs, and lifestyle factors.
That's quite fascinating. Could you take us a bit deeper into the importance of nutrition during cancer treatment?
Of course, nutrition plays a vital role throughout the cancer journey. During treatment, the body will undergo significant stress and proper nutrition becomes even more critical there. A well-balanced diet can help strengthen the immune system, maintain muscle mass, manage side effects like nausea and fatigue, and improve the overall quality of life. Plus, some nutrients and foods can actually help fight inflammation and cancer. So, they may just help in the treatment process.
It sounds like nutrition truly is a cornerstone of cancer care. What are some of the common food habits you think which increases the risk in cancer?
Yeah, several dietary habits have been associated to increase the risk in cancer. While no single food can cancer on its own, certain patterns of eating over time may contribute to cancer development. I can brief you in few points. Point 1, consumption of processed meats and high intake of red meat. Number 2, excessive alcohol consumption. Number 3, high intake of sugary foods and drinks like soda may contribute to increase in the risk of cancer and risk in cancer. High intake of saturated fats often found in fried foods, fatty cuts of meat and full fat dairy products. Number 5, excessive intake of salt and salty foods like pickles, salted snacks, salted nuts like that. Number 6, consumption of charred or burnt foods which includes cooking methods such as grilling, frying or broiling can lead to the formation of carcinogenic compounds which may increase the risk in cancer. Number 7, low intake of fruits and vegetables that may lack essential nutrients and antioxidants that actually help protect against cancer. There are fancy diets where veggies and fruits are avoided, which is not at all a healthy practice to reduce the risk in cancer. Avoiding such practices is also very, very important.
Sorry to interrupt. Do you mean a fancy diet is not a healthy option for cancer patients?
Yes, absolutely. It's a vast area to discuss, and sure, let us discuss that for our listeners in one of our upcoming episodes. To continue, point 8. Point 8, low fiber diet. Diets low in fiber, such as those lacking whole grains, legumes, and fruits, will also increase the risk in cancer and during cancer treatment. Low intake of water is point 9. Not drinking enough water may lead to chronic dehydration. Fluids actually help in detoxification, and dehydration will hinder this process. It's essential to note that while these dietary habits may increase the risk in cancer, individual factors such as genetics, lifestyle, and overall diet patterns also play significant role in cancer development. Making healthy food choices and maintaining a balanced diet can actually help reduce the risk and promote overall health and well-being.
That's an important point to emphasize. So, in the same style of just 10 points, can you explain to our listeners what kind of food habits you think can help cancer patients and others to reduce further risk?
Sure, for cancer patients and individuals looking to reduce their risk of developing cancer, number 1, eat a variety of fruits and vegetables. Fruits and vegetables are actually rich in vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, and fiber, which can help boost the immune system, reduce inflammation, and protect against cancer. Aim to include a colorful variety of fruits and vegetables in your diet each and every day. Number 2, opt for whole grains like brown rice, quinoa, oats, and whole wheat bread over the refined grains. Whole grains are also rich in fiber, vitamins, and minerals, and they can help maintain a healthy weight and reduce the risk of certain cancers. Number 3, include lean protein sources such as poultry, fish, beans, lentils, and tofu. Limit the consumption of red and processed meats. Number 4, cut back on foods high in saturated fats like fatty meats, full fat dairy products, and fried foods. Instead, choose healthy fats from sources like nuts, seeds, avocados, and olive oil. Number 5, drink plenty of water throughout the day to stay hydrated. Adequate hydration is essential for overall health and can help flush out toxins from the body. Number 6, limit the consumption of sugary foods and beverages, which can contribute to obesity and increase the risk of certain cancers. Choose natural sweeteners like honey, brown sugar, jaggery, or palm candy in moderation, and opt for whole fruits instead of fruit juices. Number 7, limit your alcohol consumption. Number 8, to reduce the risk of foodborne illness, handle and prepare food safely. Wash fruits and vegetables thoroughly, cook meats thoroughly, and avoid the cross contamination between raw and cooked foods. Number 9, minimize the consumption of processed meats like sausage, canned meats. While cooking meats, also avoid charring or burning them, as this can create carcinogenic compounds. Number 10, aim to achieve and maintain a healthy weight through a balanced diet and regular physical activity. Obesity is a risk factor for several types of cancer. So, maintaining a healthy weight can help. By incorporating these dietary habits into one's lifestyle, anyone can support overall health and well being while reducing the risk of cancer and supporting cancer treatment and recovery.
So basically, we all need to be cautious of what we are eating. And I've seen you talk about superfoods during your counseling sessions with patients. Can you tell us a bit here about superfoods and its importance in cancer?
Sure, superfoods have become a buzzword in recent years, which refers to nutrient rich foods that are particularly beneficial for health and well being. For example, green leafy vegetables, blueberries, quinoa, and so on. To make it easier for you and our listeners, I will take Superman as an example. We all know Superman is a human being, but he has some extra powers which he used to help ordinary people. Likewise, superfoods are also commonly used food items. Just like Superman, superfoods possess their own set of extraordinary powers. Take spinach for example. This leafy green is packed with vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants, providing a powerful boost to our immune system and overall health. Blueberry, it has antioxidants that help fight inflammation and oxidative stress, much like Superman battling the forces of evil. Despite their incredible powers, both superfoods and Superman have their vulnerabilities. Superman's weakness, of course, is kryptonite, while superfoods may lose some of their nutritional potency through processing and cooking. But what happens when we bring these two forces together? Picture a smoothie packed with kale, blueberries, chia seeds, and other superfoods. It's like blending the powers of Superman into a single nutritious concoction. Hope I was clear about the concept of superfoods.
That was very clear. And my dear listeners, we have our own dietary Superman, which is superfoods. And yes, to know more about superfoods and related diet contents, do download our OncoBuddy app from Google Play Store, where many posts and videos on cancer diet is available. So, moving on, you must have come across a lot of cancer patients. What are the common diet related side effects patients complain to you about?
Yes, patients undergoing cancer treatment often experience various diet related side effects that can impact their appetite, eating habits, and overall well being. Sure, we can discuss all of them in our upcoming episodes, but here let me mention two very common complaints from patients on treatment. So, many cancer patients experience a loss of appetite, which can be caused by the cancer itself or due to the side effects of treatment such as chemotherapy, radiation therapy, or oral medications. This can actually lead to weight loss and nutritional deficiencies if not managed properly. Number two is nausea and vomiting, which is also one among common side effects of chemotherapy, radiation therapy, or certain medications that is used to treat cancer. These symptoms can make it difficult for the patients to tolerate the food and may lead to decreased intake of food.
That's a lot of side effects. And I know you give them wonderful remedies to manage those side effects. So, can you share with us a few important remedies today?
Sure. Let me address the remedies for the mentioned common side effects only. Number one, to improve the appetite, a very simple remedy. Ajwain water will help. All that you have to do is just take 1.5 spoon of ajwain and boil it in 350 ml of water and filter it out and keep it aside. Non-diabetics can actually add honey for taste. Now just take 100 ml of this and consume before each meal for at least 3 to 4 days. Ajwain contains the active compound called thymol, which aids in the secretion of gastric juices, and that is how it helps in improving the appetite. Number two is to treat nausea. Ginger is the best remedy, and the better way to consume this is as ginger water. Take 1 inch size peeled ginger and mash it well. Add it to 1 glass of boiling water. Filter and consume whenever you feel nauseated. This will work as a wonder in just 2 dosages.
That was indeed some very useful remedies you have shared. So, moving on, what kind of food items cancer patients should never think of having in their life, like a strict no go?
Ha. This is the same as what we discussed. The foods that are going to increase the risk have to be avoided for sure. There are certain dietary guidelines and recommendations that can help support overall health and well being during cancer treatment. However, it's essential for cancer patients to consult with their healthcare team, including oncologists and registered dietitians, to develop an individualized nutrition plan based on their specific needs and medical condition.
Well, my dear patients, you got your answer and stay away from those food items. Do you think diet can help cancer patients? And if so, why do you think so? And how does diet actually help?
Yes, absolutely. When diet has a role in increasing the risk of cancer, why not diet help cancer patients for faster recovery and improve the treatment outcome?
That's very well said. We have been discussing a lot about diet and cancer patients. So, to make it less boring in the end, have you ever come across a question related to diet from a patient or a caregiver where you've lost it and didn't want to answer or, say the answer to them? Share it with us.
Of course, yes. This happens in all professions, but I don't want to disclose it. If a patient is dealing with a challenging issue, I am here to help as best as I can. While I might not have all the answers, I will do my utmost to provide them with information and support. So, patients can feel free to ask me anything, and I will do my best to address your concern in a helpful and respectful manner.
Well, that was really thoughtful of you. And it was really great of you to answer that question tactically. Lastly, what advice would you give to someone who is currently undergoing cancer treatment or supporting a loved one through it?
My advice would be to prioritize nourishing your body with wholesome, nutrient dense foods. Stay hydrated and listen to your body's signals. Do not hesitate to reach out to a dietitian specializing in oncology for personalized guidance and support. Remember that small dietary changes can make a big difference in how you feel and cope with the treatment.
Wise words indeed. Thank you so much, Dietitian Sharmila, for sharing your expertise with us today. It's been incredibly insightful.
Thank you for having me, Miss Gayatri. It's been a pleasure.
And to our listeners, thank you for tuning in to the OncoBuddy podcast. Be sure to subscribe for more informative episodes on health and wellness. To stay more connected with dietitian Sharmila, download our app from Google Play Store. As I mentioned earlier, in OncoBuddy, we have different sections for patients to learn from other patients' experiences and help others by sharing your story, to get answers to all your questions and concerns from clinical experts. We have Onco Hub. Onco PHR is your personal health record manager, which allows you to manage, update, and share your medical records digitally very easily. Onco Consult for virtual consultation with treating oncologist, dietitian, and psychologist. Do download our app to explore more. Until next time, take care and stay healthy. Together, we beat cancer.